Why are marketing funnels important for your digital product, online training, or coaching business? Well, the reason is the value of your company depends on having repeatable systems that generate income and profit. And that's really what a business is all about. And having the proper marketing funnels allows you to achieve that, which means that you're going to turn bigger profits. And if you decide to leave the company, the business, or sell it, then the person acquiring it will have a means to generate income and profit regardless of you. And that means that they're going to be willing to pay you a higher premium. I'm Paul Cousineau, the president of the Digital Navigator. And in this episode, I'll be walking you through some of the aspects of the marketing funnel using a template that we generated. And you can grab that template on our website and you can take a look at our infographic as well by going through our articles. So then let's go back a little bit to the importance, because for you to want to do something for your business, there needs to be a benefit of that. So if we look at the concept of a marketing funnel, what is the definition? Well, we have a unique definition at the Digital Navigator, and it's a process for turning cold prospects into customers and loyal advocates through marketing and relational strategies. Notice the relational strategies here. So we're all about human to human. If we're going to be creating people that are advocates of your brand, meaning they're going to be referring other people, they're going to share your content, they're going to tell others about it, they might even send you some business, well, they want to feel like they have an actual relationship with you, but you have a connection and they're seen for more than the dollars that they're bringing in. You want to be seen for the different qualities that they have and be recognized. And this is where I find a lot of businesses that are selling digital products, info products, online training, and coaching sometimes miss the boat, is that they think too much about the mechanics and then they forget the human aspect of it. Obviously, you want to have some great strategies and tactics, but that's not the end all be all. So then once we understand that this is a relational process and we're going to be using marketing for bringing a cold prospect, turning them into a customer, and ultimately a loyal advocate, how does this benefit your business? Well, for one, you should have multiple assets in your business that are bringing up the value, meaning that people are going to want to pay for that. If you look at a traditional brick and mortar business, that could be some of the fixtures, that could be owning a building, it could be some patents. But for an online training business, that's a little bit different. What are actually the assets that you have in your business right now that are worth something? Just take a moment and think about it. Most businesses don't have these assets in place. They might even be delivering their courses through a platform such as Udemy or Kajabi that they don't own and they don't have much control over the terms when they're selling their own products. So that would limit the valuation of your business whenever you would be ready to exit. Now you might have your email list, your client list, and you may have recorded some products as well, done like do-it-yourself training programs that people can buy and attend. But if you don't have a mechanism that someone else can reproduce to generate income, such as having enrollment into that online course that you have, then it really isn't worth much. And this is where the marketing funnel comes into play, as well as this infographic that we created for marketing funnel stages. It really gives you a tool to bring in consistent and repeatable revenue and income inside of your business. And it creates as well a platform. So let's say that you're creating for the different stages of your funnel some assets. It might be an infographic. It could be a checklist. Then you could have a mini course. After that, there could be another program that they enroll in. As long as all those elements can be repeated or reused, then that's starting to build a platform and a system of assets that would actually give value to your company. And an easy way to think about it is, if you were to leave the business, would it continue to operate by itself? Would it continue to generate a profit? If you replace yourself with a manager or another owner, would it be able to turn a profit? When you have a proper marketing funnel or sales funnel, the answer should be yes, unless everything depends on you for fulfillment, which that's why a lot of people that have a coaching business are going to be creating these info products and trainings that don't depend on them delivering the one-on-one or one-to-many coaching services. Now, I want to dive into the marketing funnel stages. And if you are watching the video, or you can read the article on our article page on our website, thedigitalnavigator.com, I invite you to do so now, because having the visuals will help you. And again, we want to remember that this is a relational model and it's not popsicle sticks. There can be many elements, and actually we do recommend that there are many elements and assets for every stages of the marketing funnel. So what are the 4 stages? Although these could be broken down in many smaller bite-sized steps, if we step back, we see 4 key stages: awareness, engage, convert, and ascend. This creates a model that's sufficiently simple for people to understand, implement, but it also has all of the necessary steps to create those customers that are brand advocates that we referred to a little bit earlier. At the awareness stage, this is where your business gets discovered by new prospects and cold leads through channels such as paid advertising or guest interviews. Here, you want to use a medium that you're the most comfortable with and that you can create either content regularly, or that you can have a constant flow of leads, perhaps through a monthly advertising budget. You're going to be wanting to run things like cold ads on Facebook, Google, YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, Pinterest, and these could go to some of the downloadable assets you have available, or it could go to some of the videos you've produced, podcasts, expert appearances, articles you've written, any type of content that you feel can highlight your expertise to your new prospects. Your goal here, although would be nice to sell, is not to sell. It's really to start that relationship and demonstrate that you can add value. So you want to think about the problem that you're solving and then create those assets accordingly. Then the next stage is engage, where you warm up your prospects by showcasing expert content, increasing exposure, and engaging in two-way communication. This can happen when you send out regular content through email. You may be engaging in a Facebook group, going back and forth. Perhaps you're using a messenger bot, but you're actually responding to your different prospects. You're answering their questions. You may have a phone number where people can reach out to you. You encourage people to reply to those emails that you're sending through an automated system. By having that engagement, you will be warming them up and then starting that relationship, similar to going on multiple coffee dates as you're getting to know a person, whether that's a romantic relationship or a business relationship. Through exposure, there is that familiarity that starts to occur. And then although your prospect may not need your services right away, when they need it, you're going to be top of mind, or at least you're not going to be a stranger. So you have more odds of acquiring the business than your competitors that might only be at the awareness stage but haven't really engaged with these prospects. We recommend that you use a content strategy that has consistency for the engage. So that can be, again, publishing something every week or every other week, but you should have a calendar and an idea of how often you're going to be publishing that content and what type of content that your audience will enjoy. Then we've got the convert stage. The convert stage is where your prospects are becoming leads and customers by putting skin in the game. And they're going to be investing their time and or their money. If they're watching a video that you created, or they're listening to an interview, or they're reading an article that you wrote, they're investing their time. So the conversion starts to happen. Now, if they're going to be spending some money, even better. So as you can probably see now, there are multiple steps in the conversion. And that's why we wrote an article on sales funnel stages, where in there we have several entry point offers and we explain a more advanced funnel. And you may want to read that through our website, and the articles that are available. It's the one on sales funnel stages. So at the convert, once a person has invested their time and even more their money, they are now ripe for the ascend stage, which is the last one of the marketing funnel stages. This is where you're going to be maximizing your profits by offering additional product services, as well as exceeding the expectations of your customers. So you always have to deliver on your promise, equal to your promise, or even more. And by having that extra value, this is where people are going to think that your brand and your business and what you offer rocks, and they're going to want to share that to other people. So then if someone bought an entry program, it might be a $97, a $497 course from you, something that's a little bit low ticket. It might be $1,000 depending on your market. Then on the ascend stage, you're going to offer them something that will help them achieve their goal faster or more easily. So you could coach them to implement what was taught in the training, or maybe you could invite them to join a mastermind program. The other thing that you can do is offer them a second higher price training that will solve the next challenge that they're going to have after they achieve their first goal. So let's say that you have a program and it is let's use the spiritual niche, because we work with a lot of people in that area. And your first training is helping people to meditate, an introduction to meditation. And that could be, $50 or $100 program. Once they've accomplished that, and now they feel, hey, I can meditate 5 or 10 minutes every day, that's great. What should they be doing as the next step of their spiritual or personal development journey? And that's for you as the expert to know what that is and make a recommendation. Perhaps you could host a retreat. And through that immersive environment, it can bring them new experiences, new levels of awareness, new understanding of those spiritual concepts and how that relates to their life. So you could have an automated email campaign. You could be doing Facebook live streams, videos, or a webinar promoting that retreat and inviting people to it. You could also decide to send out personal invitations through regular mail to some of the graduates of that meditation program to come to your retreat. That all fits into the ascend stage. Now you might be wondering, is this going to be valuable for me if I already have a business that's making 6 figures? And the answer is yes, because when you look at the marketing funnel stages, you will notice that there are areas that you tend to be weaker, and there are other areas that you tend to be stronger. And by strengthening those weak areas, you can generally increase your conversion rates and your sales by, well, actually quite significantly. I mean, we've seen double-digit increases. So I don't want to throw specific numbers out here, because this is a broad video. But please know that you can make those significant growth. And then some of the times what we've been seeing is that those bigger businesses have areas that are very manual or that are not documented. So let's say you do have an engagement strategy and you're publishing blogs regularly, and you might be hosting a video series, something like that, but there's no documentation about that. Well, then that could be the next step, is evaluating, where am I publishing this content? Do I own that platform? If I sell my business, will someone be interested in that? And are the steps properly documented so that someone else, either a new hire, someone that gets promoted, or someone that acquires your business, will actually be able to replicate those steps in that engage stage? And By completing this exercise, you will be able to have a business that's more resilient, that has happier customers, and ultimately is more profitable. If you like this, then we encourage you to like and comment wherever you're watching or listening to this, as well as visit our website, thedigitalnavigator.com. And on there, we've got some great resources. So you can, depending on the stage where you're at and how familiar you are with us, you can get started with some of the downloadable resources, such as some of the sales funnel templates pack that can be downloaded. We've got some checklists for helping you improve your conversions. You'll find all those on our websites. Or you could check out our predictable sales funnel program, which will be on one of the main tabs on our website, where we can help you build one of these machines for your business. And we also have some different trainings that you can watch. And we've got various trainings on the training tab, and I invite you to check all of these. Have a wonderful day.